Thank you for joining us. The suspect from a triple shooting in Gainesville that left 2 people dead and 1 person hurt is now in jail. 28-year-old Dalvian Parker is being held in the Alachua County Jail on murder and attempted murder charges. He was arrested this morning. Gainesville police say they were able to find Parker's vehicle with the help of Alachua County Sheriff's deputies and U.S. Marshals. The shooting happened early in the morning on February 2nd. That was last Thursday. 33-year-old Brittany Avery Hoisington and 21-year-old Trayvon Shepard were killed. The third victim, a man, called Gainesville police from the scene and was then hospitalized. Police officials say Parker also shot at a 4th person before fleeing.
He knew the woman who was the victim in the shooting, so the other 2 victims, apparently there was no connection. They weren't aware of who he was. He didn't know who they were. He was an acquaintance of the woman that was unfortunately killed.
According to the Gainesville police report, Parker is the ex-boyfriend of one of the victims.